So this is called Playing a God. They're taking away my cat's bollocks today. We are making a eunuch of him. He has no idea, it was never made clear he was having a testicle trim. He was preening his rocks in his little cat box as I guiltily looked in his eyes. And while I bade him good luck with his nuts, nip and tuck, and imagined his later surprise. Well, I try to make light, but what gives me the right to surgically mutilate him? To chop off his sacks, to deknacker his knacks, make him wish he'd been born with a quim. If he had, I'm afraid he would still have been spayed like his sister, and that's can't be worse. With him, I can empathise, her merely sympathise. This is the pet keeper's curse. Like a god I presided. Their fates I decided without consultation with them. I put them through pain to prevent kitty gain and avoid his piss-marking problem. Now the job has been done, and where I thought they'd shun me for taking away their sex tools, they're curled in my lap. But I'm aware it's a trap, as they both sink their claws in my balls. How dare you toot your horn as I pull out in front of you? Can't you see I'm upper middle and this is a BMW? You'll have to wait. My number plate says I don't have to indicate you're working class. You'll let me pass or I will drive right up your arse. How dare you flick your finger as I run you off the road? I think you'll find my wealth exempts me from your highway code. I pay far more for my 4x4. I pay more tax and even more to insure. So don't talk about lines and refer me to signs. Right of way is automatically mine. How dare you take that tone with me while I'm patronising you? Get back in your car, little man, and let your master through. How dare you raise your fist at me? I'm far too rich to spar. How dare you run me over with your inexpensive car? This is about my school days. We all had those, didn't we?
Yeah.
We all had those, yeah.
Only when we turned up.
They'll be the best times of your life, they said, true halcyon days. The fun learning experience, that's your primary school phase. Never again will you have so many friends. You should enjoy it while you can. Then when you look back from a distance with the perspective of a man, you'll smile as you sift memories of all the good times that were had. How you overcame your childhood fears and now barely recognise that lad. Well, this is what I remember. Being force-fed cheese, itchy legs covered in eczema, not being able to spell my name, undiagnosed dyslexia, not knowing my left from my right, three-legged egg and spoon races, always being the last one to get it, unable to tie my own shoelaces, gloves on a string that were just too short, every collar with a name label, being picked on by the sporty kids, bamboozled by my times tables. Yeah, I remember it, I fucking hated it. This is called I'm a Fish. I'm a fish out of water on a primordial beach, basking in the sun, the shoreline just beyond my reach. My fins flapping uselessly as if trying to take flight, where once they were my stabilisers keeping me upright. I'm choking, as my gills were not designed to breathe this air, unwilling evolution to swap them for a pair of lungs. And while it's at it to make my transformation complete, evolve me up some legs and give me land dwellers' feet. That's how it started, well, sort of. How it all began. A giant leap for fish kind, the first small step for man. The first rung on the ladder that would lead us to the trees. We chose the route mammalian, while others birds and bees. We swapped our scales for skin, and through that drew a coat of fur. And then we came back down again and wondered who we were. We stood up on our hind legs, perceived the need for tools, clothes, language, economics, borders, wars and rules. And then we stopped. All that effort to reach sentience plateau, and we just stopped as if there was nowhere else to go. Millions of years it had taken to get us to that point, adapting and evolving the dominant species with the thumb joint. So why stop there? Having traded fur for hair, did we think we were just so perfect that no improvements could compare? We've come so far from the oceans, we've adapted and survived, we've met our problems head on, and we've positively thrived. So why are we still greedy? And why do we make war? Why do we set division, keep some rich and others poor? If we really went the course of slime fish shrew to monkey man, then why can't we complete that evolutionary plan? If this is to be the end game of that prehistoric wish, then take me back down to the sea. I want to be a fish. Thank you. See us over there, we've even got a card reader. Thank you very much for listening.